SpongeBob and education, two things that, to be honest, you don't really think are related to each other too much. SpongeBob is supposed to be a comedy, or at least it's supposed to be one. It's a kids show. Well, you can, the older seasons will could be also for adults. But SpongeBob and education, not really too much. I don't think SpongeBob even talks about more so much, but like there are some not episodes, but shorts about educational shorts. They're called educational shorts in SpongeBob. Educational shorts in SpongeBob, and basically, they are teaching one thing or something like either a about a species like plankton or spike safety tips or about behavior in the movies theater and how they behave. It's like one thing that's supposed to be like educational, and they're pretty short. The longest one that I have is 1 minute and 30 seconds. They're all pretty short, and to be honest, they're not really a lot to talk about, but there's educational and interesting. These are the only shorts I'm gonna review that are not actually part of the seasons. The other shorts that are like bonuses to other episode specials, like Sandy's Vacation Ruins, which is like a like hooked up with um SquarePants Family Vacation. That one will just be a bonus for season 8. These ones are on their own and not associated with any season or even any special on their own. I already did Endless Summer last time, but here is some more educational. There's going to be a total of 3 that I'm going to review, and I'm going to make them good short, average short, or garbage short. So, with not what to do, what I said, that was gibberish. So, with nothing more to say, let's get into it. I have no script, by the way. Like, it's just me just speaking my mind out. The speaking. Plankton. A thank you would be nice. Plankton explains why the species plankton is important for Earth. So, some trivia is that Nickelodeon, with the association and partnership of the BBC Earth, made the short about it's basically supposed to be educational short about the species plankton, and because plankton, the character Sheldon Plankton, Sheldon J Plankton, is based on the actual species plankton. I mean, it's about how important it is for Earth, with like some stuff on how how like dead plankton can contribute to improved oil, and how it's useful for like many things on the Earth that you might not think are important. Um, I personally think it's 2 minutes and 34 seconds long, but like I personally think it's it teaches the information about plankton well. It teaches important facts. I like plankton explaining it. Um, to be honest, I like the fact that SpongeBob and Plankton are on the stage and they have to talk about the species. I kind of wish this is the only show of its kind. I kind of wish there's another show like Mr. Crab talks about crabs and Squid talks about squids or octopuses. SpongeBob, why not SpongeBob talk about sponges? Why not? It's like an educational show, and I like how Plankton explains why. And there's a little comedy. The best part, the best part is him calling SpongeBob a weak-minded sponge, and when SpongeBob doesn't notice him at first, and he said that without Plankton there would be no sponges, and I mean no SpongeBob, and that would be good. Those are 2 jokes I like. Basically him insulting SpongeBob. There's not many jokes. It's more focused on teaching about species plankton and the character of plankton, explaining why his species is important. I also like the fact that there's stock footage behind him, like actual real footage of animals, and he just talked to them like dolphins and whales. And he's not a fan of whales in this episode, by the way. One course meal. And yeah, I really like this format of him talking about the species he's actually, he actually is based on the one in real life. I like it. Talking about important and being also proud of his, species and stuff. And I like the fact there's like stock footage, real life footage, not just like cartoony animation of cartoony plankton. It could have been good for like the cameo for Plankton's family, the one that appeared in Plankton's army in season 3, but like, it could have been cool to see them. Or maybe see Plankton's family. Maybe Plankton's family should have been in this one, talk about he does mention his mom, but like when I see stock footage, but like it's stock footage. Anyway, I kind of wish his family wasn't like the one, his great grandma, the one that would be he would really disguise as steal the formula in season 7, or like his parents. So like you know, rather than just talking to stock footage and pretending like that's his mom and he knows this dolphin that's real, this real life dolphin that's in the stock footage. Anyway, I liked it for what it is. It gets what it does, right? It's not like super amazing, but like I think it teaches good facts about the species of plankton, and I like plankton's attitude. It's I think it's good short, and I certainly would like to watch it again at some point later. All right. Bike safety tips. SpongeBob teaches Patrick bike safety tips. So this show was created for the nationwide Make Safe campaign, which is about teaching the safety, how to be safe when riding a bike, or you know. The best part was like Patrick's head being out of the water when he has a bike that's too big, and when he gets out of the water, it shows a real life, it's footage, real life. It portrays Patrick as a life, real life starfish with a real life bike helmet. I really like that. It shows. I like how when characters are on the surface, it usually portrayed as like real life objects, like pressure, not like in the movies, but like in pressure and like rodeo days. No one. Um, I like a bunch of some basic safety tips, bicycle safety tips, and like I'm pretty good. I mean, this show is only 30 seconds long, but there's not much to talk about, to be honest. It's 30 seconds long. SpongeBob teaches like 4 bike safety tips. Patrick and Patrick does, you know, just follows him, I guess. Uh, you know, I think that's pretty cool at teaching bike safety tips. It's not focused on comedy, to be honest. And it's only 30 seconds long, but even if you don't like it, it's pretty good. I mean, it's not. It was just this show was just made to promote a campaign about bike safety. Some of the tips SpongeBob teaches are to have a bicycle that is the right size and make sure and that and it's a bicycle that you can your feet can still touch the ground, like it's not super big that your feet can touch the ground. Have a helmet that can fit on your head, go on the right side of the road, and follow all traffic signs. It's only 30 seconds long, but I think it does its job at teaching bike safety. I'm not judging it based on comedy because it's only 30 seconds long, and that was not the intention for it. The intention was to teach about bike safety, and I think it does well. It doesn't teach too much, but like what it does is just be a pretty effective show, and it's the SpongeBob and Patrick being a part of this bike safety campaign. It's good. It's just a good show. It's just how much to say. It's literally just 30 seconds long. Movie etiquette. SpongeBob and Patrick annoy Squidward at the Reef Cinema. So yeah, this episode, it's legit just Squidward torture. It's just Squidward torture. But some trivia is that the movie that's playing is called Sea Star is Born, which is like a name parody of like an actual movie. Let's start out with the positives. So the best part is like I like the French narrator narrating. Like I like his voice. I always like the French narrator being a narrator, like for the title cards or like describe an introduction, introduce a episode. I like his voice. I like him being the one to teach you about how to behave and behave at a movie theater. So this episode is basically what happens is basically Squid, SpongeBob and Patrick just annoy Squidward. The French narrator tells a behavior that you shouldn't do, but SpongeBob and Patrick do that annoying behavior, and they do that Squidward, like doing jellyfishing on top of Squidward, annoying Squidward, fighting over Squidward, and basically just annoying him, being shouting and being annoying, and they're doing the opposite of what the French narrator is saying not to do. I find it really annoying. And then at the end, Squidward gets kicked out after shouting at them because they've been annoying to him for ruining his day at the movie theater. And then he gets kicked out. And that French translator like, don't talk in the movie theater. And even though SpongeBob and Patrick technically weren't talking, they were being really annoying and causing disruption. They should have been the ones getting kicked out. Honestly, to be honest, this is the definition of a Squidward torture episode. Like, this episode is basically Squidward gets kicked out. He gets annoyed by SpongeBob and Patrick, and what did he do? All he wanted to do was just watch a movie at the Reef Cinema. That's all he wanted to do. Just literally, what did he do wrong? I mean, he did shout at SpongeBob and Patrick, but they deserve it because they were being really annoying to him. And I think most people would do that after being annoyed and basically being a punchable bag to them and having to sit in between them, and SpongeBob and Patrick are. Why not just have SpongeBob and Patrick get kicked out and get kicked out or punished, get kicked out for being disruptors? Why is this Squirrel? Why is Squirrel the one get kicked out despite the fact that he only yelled at them all because they were the ones annoying him? Or maybe have Squid being the annoying disruptor and or something like that. Maybe, or that would be out of character. But like, do either have him get kicked out because he actually did something wrong to deserve it. Make the torture justified if he did something wrong, or like just have SpongeBob and Patrick get kicked out. It wouldn't make the episode that much. It's not. I know it's not trying to be funny. It's supposed to show tips on how to behave in a movie theater, but I don't like this because it's just annoying. I know the point of it's supposed to teach movie, and I guess it does it well. But like, why don't we show? Why can't it just be SpongeBob character showing the French narrator says not to do this, and the SpongeBob Patrick do the opposite, and Squidward tells them what to do, and they follow him. Or maybe just have the French narrator interact with the characters and be like, "Hey, SpongeBob Patrick, don't do that," and they actually listen to the French narrator or something like that. I don't know. It's only 1 minute long, so it's not that bad. But like, I just find this obnoxious. Like, it's Squid torture, yet he did nothing wrong, in my opinion. Uh, um, he This is kind of frustrating. Like, it's him being annoyed that he shouts at them like he kind of did good neighbors, and it's justified because they were annoying him, even though it was only for like 1 minute. It's really annoying. I know this show is supposed to be shown in actual theater to show how to be respectful and safe while watching a movie, and so I'm Patrick doing the opposite of what the first narrator is saying you should not do, and basically doing it, talking screw. But I don't find it. I don't find it justified. I know it's supposed to be a short on a PSA show that's supposed to be like like a here are the rules on how to behave in a movie theater shown before actual movie. But like I'm judging it on its own like actual shorts. I don't like it. I know it's only 1 minute long, but like come on, couldn't you at least have school and not get kicked out of the movie and let SpongeBob and Patrick be one? Like seriously, like I don't know, make Squid be the one that's actually not following the rules, and he gets kicked out. Like, you could have done that. Like I don't like this, to be honest. It's not that bad because it's only literally 1 minute long. And I just find it obnoxious. It's good. It's literally screwed torture. He did nothing wrong except you know wanting to not be annoyed by these two assholes. I swear, but like whatever. I don't like this. I just don't like this. It's just these two, obnoxious and idiots are just annoying him at this movie theater, interfering with him, despite him just sitting there chillingly, just waiting for the movie to start. And he doesn't even get to watch the movie; he gets kicked out. I'm done rambling. This is garbage short, and I don't really want to watch this again. To be honest, I know this. Yeah. I think this is garbage. I don't think it's that bad because it's only 1 minute long. So even if I don't like it, it's not that long, and I don't mind it, to be honest. I know I'm not. Yeah, that's all I have to say. That's all the shorts I watched. That's all the educational shorts that I'm gonna review today. I found two of them pretty good, and I found one of them awful. To be honest, it's just I would show movie etiquette as the short as the example and textbook definition of screw torture done wrong, in my opinion. That's all. Goodbye.